Good evening. I would like to call this meeting of the Neighborhood Improvement Services Advisory Committee to order. I would also like to thank the viewing audience for tuning in. I would like to ask Steve Forney to lead us in the invocation.
God of power and might, wisdom and justice, through you all authority is rightly administered. Laws are enacted and judgment is decreed. Assist us with your spirit of counsel and fortitude. May we always seek the ways of the righteous, justice, and mercy. Grant that we may be enabled to protect the dignity of all human life and to create opportunities for those less fortunate than ourselves. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Would like to welcome our members back for our end of February meeting, and welcome Ms. Brenda Thompson.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to NIS. And I guess we need to go around the room and make introductions.
Gloria Whitney, member.
Sandra Bryan, I think we came in the same time, yes.
Pam Trafton, Senior NIS Coordinator.
Jerry March, member.
Steve Forney, longtime member.
Marcia Wright, longtime member.
And Will Smith, Vice Chair.
And my name is Paula Jones. Let's see. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the agenda? Are there any changes or additions to the agenda? If no changes or additions, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Approval of the minutes of October 30th and December 18th, 2023. Meeting are provided for your consideration. I would like a motion to adopt or amend the minutes of October 30th, December 13th. Has everyone had an opportunity to review?
I'll make a motion to adopt.
I think, though, for minute purposes, you need to separate them. But you've had a change of chairperson, so you need to separate them.
Okay, so can we have a motion to adopt the minutes for October 30th, 2023?
Yes, I'll amend it.
Second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Now can we have a motion to adopt the minutes or amend of December 18th, 2023?
I move we adopt the minutes of December 18th, 2023.
I second.
Okay, all in favor, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay. We'll now have a planning board update from Mr. Forney.
Okay. All right. Well, our August meeting was canceled. Didn't have anything. But business still went on that didn't require the planning board's introduction. Osprey Point, a 27 single-family dwelling is in the process, and that's going to be at the corner of Court and Ladd Streets downtown. And we have Vineyard Apartments, 360 units, and that's adjacent to Gum Branch Road between Moore's Barbecue and Manor Boulevard. And they also, and again, didn't require anything from planning, we're going to get a Wawa. And that's a gas station, huge,
Those are big in Virginia.
Class C store. Yep. And that's gonna be out on Western Boulevard, 433 Western Boulevard. And just to let you know, their activity level, they issued 353 permits, work permits, and held 976 inspections. And this was in August,
That's August the
Just
11th.
for August?
just for August.
Wow.
September's report, there's gonna be a new McDonald's. They turned in their type 1 site plan. And that's on 230 Freedom Way. It's down on 24. They're gonna tear down the old Supreme Hibachi and put in a McDonald's there, a large one. Used to be the Golden Corral down there,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
and then it turned into, an Asian seafood.
Okay,
It was the same owners that had it.
okay.
Yeah. Watkins Flooring is putting a warehouse at 105 Moose Art Road. Crunch Fitness has a site plan for just landscape and parking. Chick-fil-A, and you're probably seeing it right now, over on Huff Drive,
Gotta love it.
totally leveled and a new one with double lane traffic going through. It's gonna be on the same line as the one up on Western. Yeah. Okay. And for the month of September, it was 382 permits and 756 inspections. So things are happening. October, we did several UDO. We had a couple times the actual canceled. December, there's a new Murphy Oil Type 1 site plan, and that's gonna be put up at the old Garris Evans, which is on Highway 17 North, before you get to all the car dealerships on the right-hand side, that lumber yard.
Okay.
You notice it's been leveled.
Across from Golden
No, that's
Corral.
behind where Walmart is, right?
Yeah, right
Across
across
from-
from.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what you said?
That's a
is-
Murphy Oil and a big, Class C store. January was canceled.
Oil change.
Like what's down, like,
This, restaurant going with it.
Murphy Oil
It's
is.
right next to the restaurant.
Dairies, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so it's gonna be in the back of
it's a
that.
gas station, right?
That's a gas station.
Like the one over by Walmart over
Mhm,
there?
yes,
Okay, and
Murphy
there's a
Oil.
setting one, okay.
Yep.
I know which one.
And in February, we did several rezoning to residential multifamily. And that's my report.
All right.
That's a
Good to
great
see you.
report, that's a lot of progress.
Well, we had several meetings missed here and there and just tried to catch up.
You did. Thank you.
Mhm.
Let's move on to neighborhood initiatives.
All right, good
Yes,
evening,
ma'am.
everyone. So this is a picture of our 173rd demolition since we've been keeping track. So this is actually old home that was behind Church's Chicken on the corner of Bell Fork and Country Club. So this is 102 Country Club Road, and further down the street was a mobile home that we tore down as well. So this is what it looked like prior to demolition. And now currently it's a clean slate. So that's 173 that we've done so far. Our youth council is really, really busy coming up. So these are a few activities that we have coming forth for our teens. Our first one is next Wednesday during our regular scheduled meeting. We're doing a partnership with Toastmasters where they will come out and teach the teens how to do their elevator pitch. That is in preparation for our teen job fair. So this will be an opportunity for them to learn what to say about themselves in 1 to 2 minutes of standing in front of a potential employer or volunteer agency. And this is open to all teens, parents, public is invited as well. So it's next Wednesday, March 6th at 6 p.m. here in council chambers. We'll start at 6, so we should be done by 8 latest.
Is Ron Bauer still with Toastmasters?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The actual teen volunteer job fair is March 16th, and that is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This will be at Onslow Community Outreach. This gives an opportunity for employers that are hiring teenagers as well as volunteer agencies to come out and do a recruitment fair for those that are looking for volunteer opportunities or for employment opportunities. So this is March 16th, which is a Saturday from 10 to 1 p.m. All right, let me know if I'm going too fast.
Too fast. Go back up to that one.
Okay. But I will also send out to y'all too.
I have a 18-year-old cousin, just turned 18 the end of this month. She's going to be graduating from high school. So she would benefit from some of this.
So, and that's why we had the March 6th event, so that way they're prepared. Last year we had some teens that actually got hired on at some agencies, so
What time was March 6th?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. In the mayor's chamber, right?
Yes.
Tell some of the people.
Thank you.
March 21st, so as I said, they are busy. We are doing our Harmony Grant Celebration. So this year we had a total of 6 applications that came in from youth organizations that were looking for funds to help leverage a program or project that they're going to implement. Out of those 6 agencies will be funded, and at our celebration, that's where they will actually receive their big check that shows who's been recognized and awarded. And this event is open to the public as well. Harmony has kind of been on a standstill due to COVID, so this is our first year back with our youth council coming back in full swing.
Yeah.
So this is our celebration, open to all, March 21st at 6 p.m., which is a Thursday evening. All right. Lastly, our youth council is doing Read Across America. So this will take place at our Wednesday meeting, and this is open to all ages, where the youth council will actually read to those in attendance. So those that have younger siblings, younger children, grandchildren, children, church members, all the above, come out on April 3rd, which is a Wednesday. And the youth council, as part of their meeting, will do reading to those that are in attendance.
0 to 100.
Yeah, and
Now,
notice it said 100 plus.
Would this be at the building back
No, this will be right here in council chambers.
because it's growing, Tom?
Yeah, so this will be in council chambers as well. All right, our nonprofit executive director meetup. So these are our 2024 dates. The next one we have coming up is March 21st. The executive director meetup is open to executive directors of our nonprofits in Onslow County and surrounding areas, just for the executive directors to come together, brainstorm, help identify whatever issues or concerns they may have as an executive director, and be able to bounce those ideas off of their peers. So this gives them an opportunity to just kind of let us know what are the issues. It helps us also identify what training needs are in the community, so that way we can help put those forth when we do our roundtables throughout the year, and also when we start planning for the conference. So March 21st is our next executive director meetup. And that will take place at Center for Public Safety. The time for those is 11 to 1. All right, our home buyers meeting. So our schedule for home buyers education, we just hosted a home buyers course February 3rd. We had approximately 20 in attendance. The classes are $25 per person. Meet at Jacksonville Station, which is at 1300 North Marine Boulevard. That's where the new transportation building is set up with the Greyhound buses and Amtrak bus as well, and our city buses. So we meet there on Saturdays. And we are preparing to do new construction at 2 new lots on Cox Avenue, which is over off of Marine Boulevard by the KFC. So there are 2 lots that the city owns that we are preparing to put new construction on those homes. So anyone that is interested in becoming homeowners, one of the requirements is going through the home buyers education course. After we do the home, yes ma'am,
Excuse me, you did say Cox Avenue, COX?
yes ma'am,
Thank you.
yes ma'am. Those, with the class itself, after they go through the class, we do one-on-one counseling sessions, as we are a HUD-approved housing counseling agency that allows us to look at a person's individual credit and finances and see, are they prepared to become homeowners. One of the greatest things that we've done, if you remember in previous meetings, we talked about becoming the HUD-approved housing counseling agency, but also the partnership with North Carolina Housing Finance Agency, which allows us to work with community partner loan pools and assist the homeowner in asking for additional down payment assistance. Earlier this month, we were able to assist in a closing for a new homeowner that was moving out into the county. But because of the partnership, that homeowner was able to receive $65,000 in assistance.
Very good. Very good.
To the county.
Yeah. So, and that's gonna be an opportunity that's available for anyone that's in Onslow County or City of Jacksonville to be able to receive that type of assistance. Yeah.
And what kind of program is that? That's the partnership between the city and the county.
Well, no, it's through the state, North Carolina Housing Finance Agency. And we are the pass-through agency that is able to apply for the funding.
Wow.
Yeah.
One question, can those houses be movable? These, right here, you're building now, are they movable?
Probably not.
Okay, cause I'm looking at the way they're built, and it should be, you've seen some, seen some houses move from one area to another because of the area getting bad, and you can move the house. You never known them to move houses?
I know them to move
Yeah.
houses, but
But these one here that you're building, they
Yeah,
can't.
that's
move.
on the slab foundation.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I want one like that. Take mine with me.
all right. Our money management seminar, we have a class coming up this Saturday, March 2nd. These are free classes. Same location at Jacksonville Station, 1300 North Marine Boulevard. They can register for the classes by contacting us at 910-938-5286. And the money management seminar allows the presenter to focus on identifying how to read your credit reports, FICO scores, budget basics, being great managers of your finances. And we have 5 classes set up for this year, first one being this Saturday. All right, so moving into community development. We are in the planning stages still of our 5-year action plan. The draft in itself should be prepared for review this week, which will allow citizens to review what comments have came through from our previous input sessions since November. And from the input and the different surveys taken in, we've actually put together the action plan in itself. Tracy Jackson, our director, in her absence, has been working on that. So that will be ready to go for review, and they'll have 30 days to review it in itself. We'll have a input meeting on March 14th. March is busy, March Madness. So this will take place Thursday, March 14th at New Beginnings Christian Center, which is located at 699 Belfork Road. And this meeting will allow those that have reviewed the draft in itself or want to come out and review the draft, that will be available for them to look at, provide comments. Let us know if we met the mark, missed the mark, or if things have shifted since we started the process in November. So it will come out March 14th, and then the public hearing session, which will close out the process, will be April 2nd, and that will take place at our council meeting. So that would be a public hearing session. Rehab, we are still in the process of doing rehabs over on New River Drive. So that's 728 to 734 New River Drive. We're kind of at a impasse right now, but this is still on our radar for doing in rehabs. Once these rehabs are complete, we'll have 4 new units that will be available for rentals that the owner is partnering with the Section 8 agencies to make sure that they are meeting the requirements of low, moderate income persons being able to move into those units. All right.
Do you have any indication of what the community development block grant funding is gonna be for this next year?
Not yet. I haven't seen anything yet. So, hope it's increased. Hope it is increased. We are also looking at, we've talked about it previously offline about looking for additional projects. So if there's anything that you've noticed that is missing in the community that we need to look at trying to implement or spend some funds to, let us know so we can look to see if it is an eligible project that we can spend funds on. But that's definitely our target goal this year.
Thank you, Ms. Pam. Thank you for those reports. You guys do an awesome job
Thank you.
of planning and working with the city of Jacksonville. We now come to our one city, our city, my city moment time, where members may reflect on anything that's going on in the city limits that promotes respect, caring, and collaboration between all citizens for a better Jacksonville. Does anyone have anything to contribute tonight?
Well, I usually do report on our BEN group that we have in downtown Jacksonville, Bayshore. BEN stands for Bayshore Estates Neighborhood.
Ben,
Okay. And I missed the last meeting. I had mandatory Board of Elections training, so I was gone. But people who are watching may be moving into the neighborhood or the area and not aware of it. We usually put signs out around, like the Human Services Building in various places, you know. But we meet on the second month of the quarter, which would be February, May, August, and November. I think I'm right on that calendar. And it's always 6 p.m. over at that Marina Club down there on Court Street, all the way down at the end of Court Street Shoreline Drive. Yes. So if anybody's watching and has moved into the area or has lived there for a while and just not known about it or not attending, please come on out. We talk about various issues. Could be sewers, it could be paving roads, it could be whatever. We started out as a pilot project with the city of Jacksonville, and we continued on after that part of it ended. You know, we continued on meeting, and so it's always a good way to get together in the neighborhood, see what's going on. We had a Halloween event, I think I reported on it last meeting, yes, over at the Wilson Bay Park, which turned out very, very well. And many people, including myself, are living alone or elderly or whatever, you know, and aren't crazy about kids knocking on the door or coming right to the house. So we just gathered up in the park and had tables lined up, and it really turned out well. So we plan to do that again and kind of kick that up a notch, you know, and so forth. So it won't be too long. I mean, you know, time is going by so quickly. But if anybody's watching and doesn't live in that area, we encourage you to come on out. You'll see the signs in the neighborhood. And the next one would be in February. If I remember correctly, it's always the first Monday in February at 6 p.m.
In March.
Oh,
No,
it's in
March.
February. Oh, our next one won't, because we meet quarterly. So it will be May,
Okay.
will be the next quarter.
All right.
Second month of the quarter, 6 p.m.
First Monday.
So if anyone's, watching who lives there, please come on out.
So it's first Monday of the second month of the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it may be a passive statement, but it's very positive. When my wife and I watch the evening news, and we hear everything that's going on in Greenville, New Bern, Wilmington, and all that, we just say, thank God we live in Jacksonville. I don't think people give law enforcement enough credit locally. Because there are so many law enforcement agencies that are in this area that really work closely together to keep us all safe.
Thank you.
I agree. I agree with that. There's a lot going on, and it's not so nice. Some of that stuff is really terrible,
It is.
and
Georgetown.
I think Dr. Bragg has one.
The Georgetown Preservation Society, GPS. We meet quarterly, the board of directors are currently meeting every couple of weeks. And we are looking at trying to, bring Georgetown back to its former glory, historic Georgetown. One of the challenges that we're running up against is air property. So we're looking at, ways to try and get heirs back in to, at least maybe turn it over to one person that's in the family so that we can do some things in the community. So, that's kind of where we are. We, meet at Edenview Missionary Baptist Church every quarter, so. And now next quarter will be May, and I'm not sure what the date is at this time.
thank you. I think I've been to one of your meetings. It was back in, was it September, October, September. Alright. Tell me something about air property. You guys may know, so an heir, if I'm not mistaken, can be my cousin on my mama's side who owned, from her brother or her dad who owned that property 10,000 years ago, and I can't find them, right?
Yep.
But they're not dead,
Right.
Yes,
Mhm.
very difficult situation.
which is why.
Because you cannot dispose of or do anything with
it.
property until you determine who is eligible to have anything to say about it. I won't say own, I'll just have anything to say about it.
Mhm.
All of them. And, before, people, it was informal kind of a situation. It just got, I'm leaving what I have to my children. Well, that might wind up being a whole lot of people, besides just your children.
Well, now one of the
Because if
children
your
dies,
children
it
die,
leaves
and
all
they've
to
got
their children.
and grandchildren, it can go on and on and on. And unfortunately, all too often, when that happens, families wind up losing the property and rights to it because you can't get folks together to get the taxes squared away, you can't get ownership papers, you have no deeds, people die without wills. It just can go on and on and on. So like you said, I think that is, you're trying to go away where you can say, well, I'm living in California, I don't have anything, don't plan on coming back. I will legally allow so-and-so to do what they have to do to dispose of it, because like I said, this can go on and on, meanwhile taxes are sitting out there. It can be a very unfortunate situation.
Back in the 90s, we tried to assist with some rental rehab funds in a couple different areas. Back with Lily Gray, she was a Gray then. And we could not get all the members, heirs, to agree, because there was just one of the cousins living in the house. And they wanted some of the money that we were gonna use for rental rehab and all kinds of different things. So we just had to back away.
Couldn't get done.
Yeah. And the best thing to do is just have a title search done from a real estate attorney.
Yeah.
and he'll pull the different areas that have potentiality to it. So that way it saves your headache of who you need to track down.
Well, see, I know that. Oh,
Alright. So we'll go to the next one, future agenda.
Future agenda topics, anyone? That sounds like a good one right there. Title search.
Taxation mayor properties.
Okay, I just wanna make one statement too. I know we talk a lot about the other organizations, but it's one that we need to really get with, and that's beautification. Because the city now is beginning to look like any other city. And for beautification to be there, a lot of times you ride around, you see like where the trees need to be cut, where you can't see out when you're driving. Cause I write them down and then I turn them in. Because when you get over there by Best Buy, they cut all those bushes where you couldn't even see. And then where Sam Club is, when you go to get the gas, that one was sitting out there. And then when Walmart, you come out there, which is that, I don't know what kind of parking lot it is, but Walmart parking lot, they had that tree there, and when you couldn't see around it, because a lot of people be coming out of Hardee's. And then a lot of people be coming from the back of Walmart, going to a big lot, and then the ones are coming in. And it was a problem
Now, I
because
got
you
a
never
question.
knew.
Are those the medians that the city own, or are those the
I don't
responsibility
know.
of those
Well,
businesses?
I saw Parks and Recs out there, so,
Okay.
because they was out there. And now they have cut it and they moved that Marine Federal thing out of the way, so it was, and the Best Buy got all their trucks on the side. And it's a lot better because now you can come straight out that road and turn and come back this way instead of trying to fight all that traffic from Sam. So it's a lot good, you know, and then down here on, where was it I seen? I wrote it down. It's in my car. But on, what's that? Where is it by Mai Tai? Filthy.
Henderson.
All down that street in the back of where the people live, the grass, they don't ever cut the back of that grass. And that's why that water stands when it rains a lot, cause tall grass holds water and it runs right in there. So when you come from church, if you can't get in that lane over by Mai Tai, and then people force you in the other lane, the water just fly up when people turn the corner. I'm saying to myself, that is one of the major roads right there. So somebody needs to be looking at it so that nobody gets hurt.
Yes, ma'am.
And there's a lot of intersections just like that. Cause I ride around and I see them, especially up like you wanna base them. Don't even get me started. Because when Walmart did that zigzag parking lot, now they had to stop. And one man just ran straight across it the other day. I'm saying to myself, you're gonna kill somebody. You know, coming out of Walmart, they put a stop sign there now.
Yes, ma'am.
So we need to get up with beautification and see what they doing, either Parks and Rec. I don't care who,
Okay.
somebody get hurt with some kids and stuff.
Thank you for those, concerns, Ms. Gloria, beautification and road maintenance.
Parks and Rec,
Parks and
might
Rec.
be the one, cause I seen them out there cutting their trees.
Okay.
So evidently, I forgot his name, LaCory had them to go out and do something about it because I did call over the streets.
All right, do we have any other future agenda topics or any questions and comments? Ms. Pam, you gave us key dates already.
Yeah, so most of the dates you've seen already. The newest ones that you have not heard, March 29th, we're closed for Good Friday. And then April 1st starts our National Community Development Week. I sent out an email for you to give me t-shirt sizes. So don't leave without giving me your t-shirt size. All right. And then public hearing, we've already discussed as well. Our next meeting is April 22nd. So that's our fourth Monday. Now, April has apparently 5 Mondays that month, so be careful. I will send out reminders, but April 22nd is our next meeting. All right.
All right, can we have, I think that brings us to the end of our meeting. Can we have a motion to adjourn? And thank you all for joining us, and thank all the members for joining us as well. Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I see.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.